This device you see right here is the most disappointing Apple device Apple has ever made. Well, if you don't already know, this is the iPhone 16 Pro, and I'm not saying it's a bad phone by any means, but this device is really just disappointing compared to the 15 Pro, 14 Pro, even the 13 Pro. And today I'll be telling you whether it's actually worth upgrading from the 14, 15 or the 13 Pro to the 16 Pro or 16 Pro Max, and I'll also be giving you my honest review on the iPhone 16 Pro. For starters, let's just talk about the iPhone 16 in general. They've made the iPhone 16 Pro slightly longer than the iPhone 15 Pro, which is a good thing for most people, and also the design is just the same as every other iPhone Pro model, starting from the iPhone 12 all the way to the 16 Pro. I'm very sure you can all see that. The only way you're able to tell the difference is between the lengths of each iPhone Pro model. But now there's also this new button, the camera button. I'll get to that later, but let's just talk about the basic specs of this phone. So, starting off with the build quality of the iPhone 16 Pro. The iPhone 16 Pro is actually made of the same materials as the iPhone 15 Pro, which is titanium, making the phone lighter but also more durable, which means that it's more resistant to falls. I'm not willing to try that though, because I'm not willing to risk about $1,200 just to get a new iPhone 16 Pro. But you get the point, it's stronger and it's better. So is the screen. Apple claims that it's 2 times stronger than the iPhone 15 Pro. We are yet to test that, but I'm very sure you can check out Jerry Riggs Everything channel to see how durable the iPhone 16 Pro is. And then talking about the display, it's as bright as ever. It's a really good phone. I think it's about 200 nits higher than the iPhone 15 Pro, which is pretty good. And that's basically it about the iPhone 16 Pro. A new display, the same titanium frame, and the new camera action button. But before getting to that again, let's talk about the performance of the new and improved A18 Pro chip that's found in the iPhone 16 Pro. Speaking about the performance of the iPhone 16 Pro, it's actually a really good device when it comes to performance. Unlike the last previous iPhone, which was the iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max, they actually overheated a lot because of the new and improved A17 Bionic chip, and it wasn't a good chip at all, but it was too powerful for the devices to handle. Although that was fixed later with a patch update, for here, it actually doesn't seem to have that problem. You can play games on this without any issues, no overheating issues at all, and the phone is really good and really smooth. Has a smooth 120Hz refresh rate in which you won't regret. So now you guys are thinking, what exactly is the problem with this iPhone, and what made you think that I'm saying that this is the worst iPhone of all time? Well, we'll get to that when we talk about the cameras. Now, talking about the cameras of the iPhone 16 Pro, well, the cameras are actually pretty interesting. In case you haven't noticed, this video is being shot on the iPhone 16 Pro as I'm currently speaking. It does a really good job, a decent job at noise cancellation, also like background noise cancellation. It does a really excellent job. And it actually has a very good camera preset, and everything about this iPhone is really good in terms of the camera. Let me show you some clips. So everything from here on out is going to be shot on the iPhone 16 Pro, and what you're looking at right now is the video quality of the iPhone 16 Pro. As you can see, I don't know if it does a really good or decent job in terms of noise cancellation, but it's pretty good compared to lots of other phones I've actually used. And overall, the video quality is pretty good. You can see it is currently shooting at 4K 60 FPS, and it's really clear and cool. Now let's talk about the pictures of the iPhone 16 Pro that it takes. So, as you can see, the pictures the iPhone 16 Pro takes are really clear. They're also well detailed. The face features down to the post textures and also the environment, no detail is left out. Every picture the iPhone 16 Pro takes is always amazing. Without a doubt, you can say it's one of the best cameras you can find on any device in 2024. So as for the front-facing cameras of the iPhone 16 Pro, it actually does take decent pictures too. As you can see, they look very clean and amazing. They pay heavy attention to detail. You can never go wrong with picking this for the front-facing camera. So as you can see, this is the camera button of the iPhone 16 Pro. This is me using the button, and I hear that you can actually use this to zoom and... Wait, why doesn't that work? Wait. I just realized that in order to use the camera button to zoom on the iPhone 16 Pro, you have to scroll and then which is zoom right there, and then you click. Well, this is the camera button of the iPhone 16 Pro. It's a really good feature. I won't really say it is. Is it useful? I can see some people using this, but overall, I won't really say that the iPhone 16 Pro camera button is useful, because honestly, what's really stopping me from just using the 2 fingers I normally use to zoom in and zoom out of a picture just to do that. It's pretty really basic, and this camera button, I feel like it's not really for everybody, so it's more like another annoying button on the iPhone. We went from having less buttons on a smartphone to more buttons, even more buttons right now on a smartphone, because we already have the action button, which can actually literally just open the camera whenever you want it to, rather than using the camera button to open up the camera. It's a useful feature, as I said, but I don't think it's for everyone, and rather I use my 2 fingers to zoom in into a picture. So I'm very sure you all have started to notice my problems with the iPhone 16 Pro. It's not that it's a bad device by any means, but it's actually not just a noticeable upgrade from the 15 Pro to the 16 Pro. At least from the 13 Pro to the 14 Pro, we saw the dynamic island. From the 14 Pro to the 15 Pro, well, we saw the dynamic island again. And from the 15 Pro to the 16 Pro, there's literally no difference except the camera button, which actually basically nobody uses. I've yet to meet someone with a 16 who actually uses that camera button, except in few occasions. But as a standalone device, is it good? Yeah, more or less. But as an upgrade from the 15 Pro or even the 14 Pro to the 16 Pro, I wouldn't really recommend that, because it's just another cash grab from Apple themselves. But all in all, the iPhone 16 Pro, it's a good device, but not the best Apple has made in a very long time. So if you want to see a comparison between the 14 Pro and the 15 Pro, I'll leave a video in the description below. You can check that out whenever you want to. And thank you guys for watching. I'm that tech guy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.